Hi, I'm John Tayer, President and CEO of the Boulder Chamber, and I welcome you to another edition of Chamber Chat, which is our weekly opportunity to chat with our Boulder Chamber members and the Boulder business community at large about everything we're doing to lift your business and to support our Boulder economy. And I'm out here in a beautiful city of Boulder Park, enjoying this glorious summertime weather, and I'm getting ready for some really clean fun. And I mean clean. That feels better. And now it's time for all of you to start thinking about recreating outdoor and indoor in our beautiful city of Boulder Parks. And to help us think about that is we're going to have two great guests. First, we're going to have Rhodes, who is the director of the City of Boulder's Parks and Recreation Department, and Theiler, who is executive director of the Boulder Foundation. So look forward to chatting with them. But before we get going, just a couple of things for you to know about that are happening at the Boulder Chamber. So first, I look forward to having you join me for Hard Cider with John, and that's going to be on Tuesday, June 16th from 4 to 5 p.m. We're going to have a virtual trivia night with great prizes, and Boco Cider is going to tell us a little bit about their delicious offerings, and we're going to have some cider-related trivia. 5 lucky winners or participants will have their own cider growler if they win that trivia contest. So register today. That's on June 16 at 4 to 5 p.m. Hard Cider with John. And then we have our bi-monthly Boulder Business Women's Leadership Group gathering, and that's on Wednesday, June 17 from 8 o'clock to 9:30 a.m. And this month's topic is super interesting. It's called Essential Skills for Authentic Leadership. And we have 3 wonderful guests who are going to be on the panel for that discussion. First of all, Alison Billings, who is the Executive Director of Impact on Education. We're going to have Kate Brown, who is the founder of Boulder Organic Foods. And then we're going to have Dana Query, who is the Executive Director of the Big Red F Restaurant Group. So make sure to join us then. And then finally, this week is Colorado Census Action Week. And we want to make sure that you are all participating and helping us get the census completed by everybody in our community. So we're going to have a special lunch and learn at home from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And we're going to talk about the importance of the census to our community and to your business. We're going to have guests who can talk about these issues, who are deeply involved in helping us complete the census in our community. Julie Frieder, who is the Partnership Specialist for the U.S. Census Bureau. We're going to have Jose Garcia Madrid, who is the Census Outreach Partner at Out Boulder County. And we're going to have Craig Theiler, who's a Census Outreach Coordinator and Cultural Broker for the Center for People with Disabilities. Super important that we get everybody counted, including communities that sometimes are relatively underrepresented in the census count. And we're going to need your help, so make sure to join us for this special Lunch and Learn at home session. So now we get to have our chat with our 2 great guests. And the first one we're going to speak with is Rhodes, who's been a longtime friend of mine. I used to work with her at the City of Boulder, but now she has risen to be the director of the Parks and Recreation Department for the City of Boulder. And I'm going to ask Allie, first of all, just can you tell us what is the current status of our of access to our parks and recreation facilities? What are some tips you might have for safe recreation? And then finally, just would be very interested to know, what is a fun day of activity for the Rhodes family in the City of Boulder? So take it away, Allie.
Great, John. Thanks so much for having me on today. It is really the perfect time to be talking to you in the chamber community, because just last week, Governor Polis issued an updated Safer at Home order, and it's safer at home and in our vast great outdoors. And that means because of the way our community has stepped up and complied with ordinances around face coverings and social distancing, we're able to continue to relax restrictions. And so that means this week we opened playgrounds, which is really exciting for parks and recreation professionals. To have been closing those facilities certainly aligns with our mission to promote health, but it's pretty sad. And so we're really excited that the kiddos are back on the playgrounds this week. There are things we want to remind people when you're out and about in the outdoors that will help keep yourself and other community members safe. First, and this aligns also with the governor's Can Do Colorado campaign, face coverings are so important when you are around other people. And so, you know, indoors and outdoors where you can't maintain social distancing, I know it's so important for our restaurants as they're reopening to help keep all the businesses in Boulder safe. Like the face coverings are important, you know, anywhere you are. The other thing we're really reminding people is hand washing, right? So if your kids are going on the playground, wash their hands before, wash them after. They're not sanitized. So it's really important that people think about those safety guidelines. You know, golf, the Flatirons Golf Course is a City of Boulder facility. It's been open since May, and we continue to add services as we're able there. You now can reserve a court or a cart if that will make your experience on the golf course better. And the range is open again with some restrictions. So that's been exciting for our team. The Boulder Reservoir is open for boating and passive recreation. Just like with everything we're doing, there are guidelines and information to help keep people safe. So we do recommend people check out the website, boulderparks-rec.org, before your visit so you can plan for a safe experience. We are super excited on the recreation side because last Thursday, with the guidance issued by the governor, we were able to take that and turn it around. And on Friday, we opened Spruce Pool to lap swimming. And it has been so great for our team to see the community back in the pools. Today, we are announcing that Monday, June 15th, the North Boulder Recreation Center will open, and community members will be able to reserve time on their favorite piece of cardio equipment, in the lap pool, the weight equipment, or even if they just want some mind-body space, that's going to be available again. This week, we started offering camps again for those who need something to do with their kids while they're working and school isn't in place. We again have camps available. So all of that for parks and recreation enthusiasts is really exciting. We are, you know, our mission is to promote the health and well-being of the community, and to again provide these services at a time when people need it for their physical and mental health has been incredibly fulfilling. And at the same time, doing it safely to protect both our staff and the community has been a big challenge. Our team has done incredible work. And I hope everyone knows, just like the businesses are having to adjust and make sure that they can operate in a way that is not only viable, but safe. Our team has been doing the same. And you should be so proud of your team at Boulder Parks and Recreation because they are doing great work. You know, for my family, so I do live here in North Boulder with 2 elementary school age children. And for us, a lot of what we've been doing lately are bike rides to check out and see how, you know, people are enjoying the system and where do we have hot spots of things we might need to manage a little differently. I think like a lot of people, our kids are looking for access to the water. And so they're enjoying the bike rides along Boulder Creek. And that does show, I think, across the state, I'm hearing from parks and rec professionals, people really want water. So as the guidance allows, we do hope to be able to offer additional access to water. And I know my kids will want to be first in the pool when that happens.
I love it. And I would love to see Facebook posts, as I often follow your family's adventures online, and just exciting adventures. And I know, just as you said, that your team is doing amazing work to give us access to these parks and recreation facilities, which are not only important for just the residents of our community, but they're an important asset for our business leaders as the workforce comes into town and they have the ability to recreate during the day. So thank you so much for the important work that your team is doing at the Parks and Recreation Department, Allie. So great to see you. So now I have a chance just to chat with Katie Theiler, who is the Executive Director of the Play Boulder Foundation. And I'm really interested to hear from you, Katie. What is the important work that is happening at Play Boulder Foundation, and what can you tell us about the exciting, the dynamic duck race?
Yes, so Play Boulder Foundation is the official philanthropic partner for Boulder Parks and Recreation. And what that means is everyone in Boulder pays their taxes to help support wonderful recreation and park programs in public spaces. However, as with many things, taxes don't always cover everything that we want or want to provide. And a lot of the programs we provide are centered around this idea of health equity and providing access to everyone in Boulder. Doesn't matter your income, doesn't matter your ability. And so Play Boulder that's one of our missions. We have actually three, and I'll get to that in just a second, and how businesses might want to tap into those options that we provide with Boulder Parks and Recreation. But one of the things that a lot of people might recognize is our big fundraiser annually is the duck race. Now this year, sadly, we will not be having a physical duck race. We are offering a virtual experience. Just with all the cancellations, public health guidelines, it wouldn't have been possible because it attracts around 7,000 people to the creek. So we can't do that right now, sadly. But this year, the duck race is even more important than ever. I mean, we've always been raising money to support the health and wellness mission of Boulder Parks and Rec. And this year, a lot of the programs that do provide that ability to democratize access to health and wellness have been cut significantly with their budgets. And so we really are going out to the community to remind them that our community is only as strong as every member having the ability to give themselves the opportunity to get outdoors, to access a recreation center. So the duck race this year is going to all be about what we call We All Play. And the We All Play concept is to help some specific programs. Some people might recognize Expand is our recreation program, recreation access for people with disabilities. We have Play Pass. That's kind of a new program in the last 2 years, and that offers low-income kids the ability to join a soccer club, a dance outlet, frequent flyers, Ocean First. We give them vouchers for $250. And this year we had 500 kids signed up for Play Pass. And I'll tell you, every year, based on the grant that we receive for that program, which is through the sugary beverage tax, we always have kids on the wait list. I mean, I think it's a great story to share with folks in Boulder that we could even be doing more, that there are more kids who need these programs. And so we're hoping that the duck race is a great way for businesses to get a partner duck. They can sponsor us with a partner duck. They can offer an in-kind donation for a prize, which incentivizes people to donate. Or a business can start a team. And with that option, there's no obligation for the business for putting up any upfront money. But when they develop a team, it's actually been kind of fun. Lots of people on their team join in to just get that $11 duck. And we're seeing a lot of success with that option as well. So we're excited. The virtual experience won't be quite the same, but we think that the community will still rally behind this 33-year-long tradition. So we don't want to lose the momentum. And like I said, this year, the funds are going to something that's even more important than ever.
Katie, there's no question in my mind that the business community is going to continue to rally around the important work of the Play Boulder Foundation and that super fun duck race, which the Boulder Chamber has been very proud to support for so many years. So I thank you and Allie for joining us today and reminding us how important our parks and recreation facilities are to our economy. They both are a draw for businesses to our community, but also a great way for our workforce to blow off steam after a busy day. So I thank you both for all the work you're doing to make sure that our parks and recreation facilities are top quality and accessible. So now just a final reminder of a couple of events that are happening at the Boulder Chamber this next week. First, Hard Cider with John. That's on June 16 from 4 to 5 p.m. A chance to win some hard cider and play some fun trivia. And then we have our Boulder Business Women's Leadership Group event. That's on June 17 from 8 to 9:30 a.m. And the topic is Leading with Adaptation and Empathy, Essential Skills for Authentic Leadership. And then finally, it's Colorado Census Action Week. And we're going to take action by having a special Lunch and Learn at Home event. So look forward to seeing you there. But now, as it is the weekend, let's get out there and play. Watch me go at it. Boom! We'll see you next week on Chamber Chat.